Listen, Junius, he's kind of a sad soul. Hopefully we can get him on at some point. First of all, $5. Is there somewhere Hilters can talk? Is your Junius too proud to come before me himself?
I
Yeah,
think
he
Union.
is.
No, I think Unius is just probably a shy boy. I don't think he understands the mythical creature he has now become to you guys, and I
I
think
think
he's surprised.
he somewhat understands it, but he's more so just like, well, one, lazy, two, doesn't want to like. I think you're right. Doesn't have like the confidence to like to speak to like mass people. You know,
Yeah, yeah, he'd probably fuck up. We'll try to remember. I think Walmart Unius. I'll write down. I think
Walmart
there's a.
Junius.
Did we tell him the story about his Walmart journeys there?
Oh, with Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll say it at the end of the stream,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I'll say at the
keep
end.
going. Tell them real quick about the Junius lore, the Walmart, if they don't have it
You guys
already.
didn't know about this? Okay,
Space
so
Pope can correct us if I'm wrong here about the
yeah,
whole.
I'm surprised that I wouldn't say this. So this is probably in like 2012 to 2014 or whatever. Um, Me and Junius were playing Yu-Gi-Oh quite a bit with another group of friends of ours or whatever. We were playing like I guess competitive Yu-Gi-Oh around the like our area of the country or whatever. And we found the best way to get Yu-Gi-Oh cards is to like weigh them at the store. You can buy like a little micro scale, and so you can weigh the packs to find out which ones have hollows. And it's actually super degenerate behavior. I wouldn't do that now. But there's like a I don't remember how many decimal places off. It might be like the thousandth or the 10,000th. If it's above a certain amount, then there's a good chance that there's a hollow in there, right? So it's a more valuable card, it's a better trade value, whatever. And so we'd scale these cards, and then Junius after a while was just like, okay, you scale the cards, Gator, and then I will not even pay for them. I'll just steal them, the ones that we wanna that we wanna that we think has the chance of having the higher value card in it, right? And then eventually that evolved to, I'm not even going to scale them anymore. I'm just going to steal all the cards at the store at once. And and there's another guy that did it too. And so I would go with, and I would be scaling cards, and I'd be buying the packs that were the heaviest ones. You know what I mean? So I would still be buying packs, me personally. Um, and but then Junius and this other guy that we knew would just be there as well. And whatever packs I didn't buy, they would just steal all the rest of them. Like literally all of them. Like they walk out of there with like 50 packs. Like their clothes and their backpacks just absolutely packed to the brim with Yu-Gi-Oh card packs. And eventually they did get caught. Eventually they got caught, and they had Junius and this other guy on camera, and they had me on camera too. But I wasn't doing anything illegal, so I didn't get in trouble at all. But those guys got fined, and they couldn't go into a Walmart for like a couple of years or something like that. So
I don't know how they enforce that. Like,
no,
do they
you know what
give
it was?
the greeters a list of faces? Because those people, I wouldn't trust them to identify even their own family. The way they look at you sometimes, like, what?
So it's funny too, because the way it was caught, it was at Walmart, and well, what we'd usually do is we'd like take a Saturday, and we'd do like a circuit of like the closest like 10 Walmarts and Targets, like around like the cities. And anyway, so this one time we went, it was like the second, maybe the first or second Walmart we went to, and the other guy that we went with, he's actually one that got caught, and he was trying to play God or whatever, and he wasn't just taking packs, he was also taking tins now and like structure decks and all this stuff, and just loading up an actual backpack full of stuff. And so Junius made it out already with like a ton of packs and stuff, and I had bought mine, and we were in the car waiting for this guy to come out, and he calls Junius, and he's like, "Hey, you got to come back in. They got us on camera. Like I'm caught." And Junius, we're out of Walmart. Like we're in the back of the parking lot away. We could have just driven away. And Junius is like, "Well, what? Do I have to come back in?" Like, yeah, they say you have to. It's like, and he said, like, do they know who I am? And he's like, well, no. I was like, okay, listen. And Junius goes back in. He goes back in. Like, I guess that's maybe honorable somewhat, but he's already robbed like thousands of dollars worth of cards. So it's like, I don't know. Does that make sense to you?
No, it doesn't. But it makes sense for Junius, the way his logic and his mind works. He's also the person that like simps after that nasty woman and will go and do certain things for her, that to the point where we had to prank his car whenever he would be over at Big E's house.
Remember,
Big E.
you remember when we made like all that oatmeal? We filled up like
Oh, dude.
several crock pots full of oatmeal and just put it
I
all
don't
over
think I
his
was
car.
there. You were doing that with my brother.
Oh, are you sure? I feel like you guys were
Yeah.
both there. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
and then
crazy.
he retaliated and threw like an egg in my brother's like his like windshield, and it got dripped into
And smelled horrible.
his vents. Yeah. Dude, come on.
Dude, you know how many times he was over there, and we would go just turn his headlights on because he'd leave his car unlocked, and then, and then he'd come out to a dead car like 5, 6 times, and he never knew. He was just like, I
That's
fucking left
so
my lights on again. Uh, oh, good
uh,
times, good times.
classic.
Junius, or not Junius, Spacepo $5. Junius, he sticks out like a sore. Yeah, he sticks out like a sore thumb. We'll find him. Don't speak that way about Junius Brody, man.
Yeah, we might get Junius in the Discord, so join the Discord, unofficial Discord. That reminds me of the take whenever we talk about Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
and someone will go like, I don't know, I like the first one a lot, but 2 and 3 it kind of loses that. And I didn't watch 4 and 5. Any person that gives me that take on Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm just
Dude,
wanna,
that's you. That's
I
Junius's
want to
take.
I want to walk into incoming traffic. I'd rather
I know.
walk in incoming traffic than listen to them give me any other take on anything else.
Dude, it's true. That's Junius's take. Literally, that's his exact take. It's like I like the first one because it was really dark, and then it just kind of, I don't know, it got a little campy. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Pirates 1, 2, and 3. Arguably, they only get better. 1, 2, and 3, and then 4 and 5. Yeah. Oh, that's like saying I don't like Game of Thrones season 6 through 8. Yeah, no shit.
Oh, dude, when people say season 1 of Game of Thrones is like the best and everything else is down after that, I'm like, come on, dude, just stop.
Go to hell.
No.
When will Junius join the Discord? When the sun rises in the west, sets in the east. When the seas go dry and the mountains blow in the wind like leaves. When Space Popes get modded on the street. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not go crazy there, Space Pope.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
haven't
a
begged-
lot of
you-
those
you-
things
you
could
haven't begged
happen,
for
but
it. Yeah.
the Space Pope being modded is definitely not going to happen. So I guess
you-
that's when.
It hurts quite a bit.
Dave, oh, Mr. Lightbringer, how did you get there?
Yeah, right. Oh, great. And now I have his prostate disease now. It's communicable.
Junius has probably got something going on like that, or he might.
dude. Junius Lore. Ah, shit. Let me think. What happened to Junius lately? Anything?
Can't think of.
I don't think anything that interesting happened to him lately.
Well, I know you went on that hike with.
Yeah,
our
but that
other
was like a
friend.
month and a half ago
Yeah, I
now.
think
Didn't
you
I already
had said
talk about that? Yeah, I talked
think
about
you had
that
said.
already. Yep. Sorry, boys. No Junius Lore. He's kind of been doing his own thing lately. It's hard to get new info. He might. He's about to have a new interest. a new interest. He's moved on.
Female?
He's moved on. Yeah, he's moved on from the
Okay,
heifer.
well, that's good.
Let's just say that.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
He's in a new arc. What would you say the previous arc is? Harkonnen arc? Is
Yeah,
Harkonnen?
Harkonnen for sure. But like depressed Harkonnen, like Harkonnens that don't actually do anything. And then this one's more like, I think you've seen that episode of Seinfeld with the speed dial.
Yes.
I know you have, but like in the chat, like the speed dial,
Mhm.
how Jerry's like strangely working his way up the speed dial like really quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Ooh, you'd like to see some progress, but you move too quickly. It is a red flag.
But that's it. But this is, you know what? And this is I'll leave you with this little bit. Eunice is in the situation, but he doesn't want to be in it. But he actually participates in it despite not wanting to be in it.
That is classic Junius. I don't like
Yep.
the situation I'm in. There's clear ways he could get out of it. That takes more work, and he'd rather just kind of suffer in it.
But there's a woman
that's
involved, so
Yeah, I mean that's the whole reason why this is not good.
not quite
Oh
16.
no! Oh, fuck.
That's not quite 16.
We need to private this video afterwards. You tell this story or what?
No, but well, no, but Eunice, I'm trying to think of how even to say it because I totally forgot about this. Okay, so at his work, he became acquainted with this 20-year-old, and we're 30. You know, he's 30 years old. So it's a 10-year age difference. So it's pretty big, and she's not that good looking. Okay, she's not that good looking, but she's like over the top, like what do you want to say? Trying to think of how to say, not a pick me. She's not exactly a pick me, but it's just like trying to make herself seem like she's always doing things, right? Always doing things all the time, whatever, and like talking to herself up, whatever. So earlier I was gonna say the squatting thing. This is not related to the story, but she did say she was telling Junius that she can squat 4 plates. And I'm like, you can squat like 4 plates.
No
Does
way.
that mean, because we know what, like an amateur, like in the weight room, we'll say like 4 plates, they really mean 225, right? Like 2 plates
Hmm.
on each side. But for some reason, Eunice is really convinced that she means 4 plates. 405. You tell me this girl. I've seen what she looks like.
There's
There
no
is
way
no
she can
way in
squat
shit.
45.
And a lot of times people say squat too, and they mean like leg press, like that 45-degree leg press. Like, okay, yeah, dude, put on 1,000 pounds, then we'll be talking a little bit. So it's like whatever. So
Hmm.
she's like eccentric or whatever, and she was coming on to Eunice like really strong, like trying to, because Eunice works at an apartment complex, and now he does, and she lives there, and she was like into him and trying to like get him to come into her apartment all the time. Like, hey, come over and all this. And I was like, dude, don't do it. That is a messed up situation, super messed
Uh-huh.
up. But he was kind of getting convinced over the weeks because you know how he is. He's got that simp energy going on. Like, oh, okay, this girl who's not that good looking, but 20 years old and all this. And so I think he was going to go for it, right? He's going to go for it.
Hmm.
Then suddenly she's super distant from him now. Super distant, like won't even give him the time of day at all, right?
Normal behavior.
Yes, normal behavior. And so the reason why he didn't understand why, and her friend works at the apartment as well, like the apartment manager, and so he's like, "Hey, what's up with this one girl, or whatever?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, she's not interested in angry guys." It's like, what angry guys? Like, Eunice, he's not an angry guy. He's like one of the most passive, like I'll lay on my back and let you do whatever you want
My
guy
brother
of
literally
all time.
beats the shit out of him when he gets him purposely riled up, and he just
Oh
takes it.
yeah,
He never does he ever try to like retaliate or
no,
get
not
back.
not really at all. And so this is the backstory behind that. This is guys, watch out for women these days. This is how crazy they are. Okay, so she called Eunice crying on the phone when they barely knew each other, and she was like hungover, talking about how everybody hates her and all this stuff. So psycho, right? Calls him. I'm sorry. And she's like, I need you to distract me, Eunice. Just tell me anything. Talk to me about anything interesting. And so
Anything.
yeah, so Eunice is like, well, I'll tell you, like I
You ever
I
look
was
at the
I'll tell you
you
some
ever look
current
at the
events.
photos of Auschwitz and the smokestacks? He's like,
Yeah, look at
hey,
him.
what?
Look at him from 1943 and then 1948. Tell me what's the difference you see? No, he didn't say that. But he's like, so I was doing laundry the other day, and I was out of detergent, and I was so mad. He said that he walked up the stairs, and as he was walking, he kind of took his fist like in a downward position, so his fist is by his waist, right? And he just kind of
Uh-huh.
tricep extension a little bit to like kind of bump the wall, right, with his fist. Just
Uh-huh.
taps the wall basically, and told her like, yeah, I was mad, so I hit the wall like that, and that's what did it. Now she thinks he has anger issues. She thinks the next step is that he becomes a woman abuser, like a wife beater. That's how psycho these people are. So he's not too happy about that. He's lonely again.
Yeah, that sucks because I don't want him to be lonely as much as it makes for very good content and me
Oh yeah, it
listening
makes
to
for great content.
his pathetic life sometimes. But I many times have tried to talk to him about just different things, and he just won't take. He just won't listen to it. But yeah, I'm glad this didn't go much further. And can you imagine if he somehow got baby trapped by this woman, dude?
Oh, dude. That's not it. That's not it. This is the icing on the cake for this little mundane story, right? So he ends up the previous girl. Remember the previous girl, the heifer who's like a.
Oh yes,
You guys have heard about her
E
before.
for heifer, right? That one.
Yeah, E for heifer, and she basically will like message Eunice at her whims now, and then like won't
As she
respond
usually did.
when he messages back. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
she's like living with some other dude and fucking some other guy, but for some reason Eunice still talks to her. Okay, and but when he can. So she messaged him or whatever, and he like, hey, what's up? Blah blah blah. And so he told her this story, right? So she told Eunice, I am living with another man and fucking another man, right? But
Mhm.
Eunice tells her the story about this 20-year-old, whole thing. And now this old girl of his is such a bitch, roasts him for it all the time, like with actual aggression and meanness or whatever. He's like, hey, how are you? How's it going? And she's like, I'm fine. Don't you have walls to hit and stuff like that? Like, don't you have walls to
Oh my!
smash out of anger? It's like, dude, what the fuck? Like jealous, I guess, of the whole situation, even though she's actively with another dude. Crazy,
Yeah,
man.
that's crazy. I hate it. I wish he needs to get out of that like area. Women in that area is not good. Can you imagine being back in the? You were in the dating scene like I don't know
5 years
Like
ago.
you
Yeah.
dipped your toes into it just like
Hmm.
5 years ago, and
Hmm.
it was bad. Imagine now, like how much worse it is.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is worse. I mean, well, maybe in our generation it probably is way worse, but like at least in the younger one, there's a lot of like radicalization going on. You know what I'm saying? That's sinful. Why did Junius tank the tire from behind? New lore. Um, I don't know why he did it from behind. It's a good question.
Natural
Strange
position,
choice. Yeah, I was gonna say strange choice now that you think about it. He kind of had
what,
the arch going too.
the front, and he would just destroy his beautiful little face of his. I don't think so.
It's hard to say. It's definitely a strange choice, but he did make it. Again, maybe it's because of the face protection in a way, but he did have a helmet on with a face guard, so I don't know.
Dude, the
Even
helmet was held together by a belt looped through the bottom, and he was biting on the leather. I mean,
that is true.
the
Yeah, that
helmet
is
only
true.
helps so much.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think the helmet was an afterthought. I think it was like he saw the
Yes, I
tire
think
and he's
so
like,
too.
should I have a helmet for this? And then it was like somebody who was watching happened to have an old football helmet in their
It was
trunk.
definitely a afterthought.
Right. And watching the video though, his head, like the helmet does whip back and slam on that tire. So it's a good thing he had it, man. Could have been a lot worse. Eunice's power bottom maybe. I don't know. It's a good theory.
The
If
power
he
part,
ever
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm
The
not know about
bottom,
that.
yes.
If you'd ever go in the Discord, you guys could grind him on it or grill him on it. And then grind him on it too. It's Jesse the Fool, 499. Who wants to rise up and do another Hilt Fire Rebellion? Long live the
Oh,
Black Hilt.
here we
Eunice is the
go.
rightful king. God, Till 315. Yay. Yeah, that's not bad. You
That's
know what?
good.
Junius actually hit. He didn't. Junius is so weird. He was really into benching for a while, and he wasn't really into any other lift much. Like he did like some like deadlifts, I guess maybe, but he was never really strong at deadlifts. He he worked his way up to like a 275-pound bench, which was a lot for him because he was thinner or whatever, and he was like working on it really hard. And then he didn't lift for like a year, literally probably close to a year. And this is the same thing as your brother, Dod Boy. This same thing with him when he does this. And then Junius comes back after like a year of literally not touching a weight, maybe like 9 months, whatever. And he PRs by 20 pounds, 25 pounds. He hits 300. He never hit 315, but he
Yeah,
hit
he
300.
was doing something though. Like, what was he doing? He was being active. Was he doing his FedEx stuff? I mean, it's somewhat
Yeah. He was working
helpful.
at FedEx, but he
Yeah.
was not in shape, man, by any means. But you're right. He was doing like a little bit of
Just because, like, if he was
exercise.
doing nothing, you imagine him doing nothing.
That's true. Because like your brother too. I remember your brother. He hit like 365 for his max, and then he took a year off and only did push-ups, kind of like the Saitama workout. And then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went
yeah.
back in and he hit 4 plates, and that's like, damn, dude. And then yeah, but like I said earlier, I don't know what. I've never really been a big bencher guy. All I can say to compare it to, I used to like my most I ever would rep out with on weighted dips. I do 3 plates, like 3 individual, obviously plates, not on each side. There's no 2 sides, but I don't know. I do like sets for reps of those, but never been a big bencher. So
Gator
I
would
can't
be
I
like,
can't relate. I'm out of the club, guys. Sorry.
Word of warning. Beware of Junius. And beware of the spider.
And yes, we are all very disappointed with him for pronouncing Junius's illustrious name incorrectly. It is not Junius, it's Junius. But I think Junius. Somebody made a reference to Junius one time on Twitter, and it got us out of a bind, didn't it? Something like that. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
yeah,
But
somebody in the chat here will
yeah, you can remember.
say it that.
They
Oh yes,
emphasized
I
the Jew
was the one
part of
that
Junius.
which we already got here right now. Rizzler.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Junius Tarley. Lord Tarley speaks true. Beware, Junius. Yeah, you guys do got to beware of Junius. It's completely true, man. I had Junius lore last time. I forgot to say it, so hopefully I'll remember this time. Godhand 42 for $2. Junius, Iron Bank agent confirmed. Yeah, I mean it's possible. I think you need a little bit more competence usually to be in there. But I mean, if it's a birthright, then no, he's probably in there. He's probably in there. House of Black and White, maybe, which I think he had something to do with the little political events last week. A member of the House of Black and White. Rizzler 213. I convinced Cuckbringer. Junius was black and trans. Good.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
good.
Rizzler. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
we appreciate that. We need that kind of street cred, right? Like, hey, they can't be racist or anti-trans because this guy they always talk about and shit on is black and trans. So
Yeah, also show
They can do no
me
wrong.
one time one of these creators did anything for Pride Month or Black History Month on their live streams. We always do it. We rank black people. We rank gay people. They're people just like you and me. I got nipples, Greg.
yeah, Thank you. That was well said, Don Boy. That was very, very well said.
Yeah, I wrote it down. I rehearsed it.
Saucy Crab. I don't remember before the stream. Saucy Krabu, 199. Is Junius babysitting for Don Boy tonight? No, he's not. But
I wouldn't. I'm not as bad as my brother, but I don't know if I trust Junius with my baby right now. Just
with your, I think with your son, obviously, why not with the daughter? I sort of understand with daughter, but son, no, I think it's totally fine with the son. Why not?
Yeah, he might be too comfortable with the son. That's what I'm saying. So
Rizzo 213, I let Junius take my girlfriend out of the town so I can make the stream tonight. Hey, that's good, man.
Hey, I got a funny story about that. You don't say.
She'll never love you more after that.
If only they
it's
knew
good. It's good for your relationship.
If only they knew Junius and the like kind of disdain kind of your wife has towards him, they would maybe understand. Like, oh yeah, there's nothing going on here.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to describe, but it's like so fun. I don't know. It's. I wish that you guys had like a. There's a lot of situations where I wish you guys had like a POV look at our lives, but it would make all this stuff so much funnier sometimes. Society of Learning member for 6 months. My fiance knows the Junius lore against her will. Does she really?
Thank you.
Based. Or
Dude,
does he? Yeah. What?
I was gonna. Oh yeah, does he? We've told Junius about like, yo, you have like a small cult, because I took a screenshot of like the the Hiltfire rebellion that was going on in the Discord right now, of them like calling on Junius, like, we need our spiritual leader here instead of Space Pope, who is the official owner of the unofficial Discord, that they're trying to raise him through. And it's so funny. He's like, dude, what the hell is going on? They know so much about him too. It's so funny.
Dude, it is funny. He's fine with it somehow. Like, he's totally fine. I tell him it's not like it's a secret that we talk about him on here, whatever. And he watches once in a while. It's not very often, but he does watch. He just told me the other day. He's like, hey, that's a new bit of Junius lore, and it's true. He just reminded me the other day. This is super quick, but he one time he was just on his phone or whatever. I was like, what are you doing? And he was ranking like out of 10 the different vaginas of animals of like smashability. Like close-ups on these. Like llama was really high, sheep was really high. Like, listen, he was showing me these, and I was like, I guess if you have to rank them, I guess he's putting them in the right order. But I'm like, God damn, man, this is not right.
You don't have to rank them though, you know.
No, you don't have. That's the magical part. You really don't have to rank them. That's the thing. But yeah, I mean, feel free to make your own list, guys, and share it on the Discord. I'll tell Junius about it if you do.
Two different people with our toes interlocked underneath the table.
You know what? No fucking kidding, man. No, I'm not shitting you right now. Junius and JB just did that. Like, at my house like 2 days ago. Okay. I'm not even joking, man. They did it. No. They did it.
Okay. 1 million.
Yeah, there you go.
Here. Thank you. Yeah. Don't even.
There you go.
Actual numbers here. Okay. So you want to do? Oh, there you go. Sam, I am 276. What a stupid number to have it at.
Dr. Robotnik had 300. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to timestamp that as Dr. Robotnik lore.
key piece of lore there from Sonic the Hedgehog before he became Eggman. So, did I miss the Junius lore? Can we tip for Tire Part 2? Dude, I wish Tire Part 2, but I don't know if it'll happen. I should ask Junius if you would do it again with something bigger, more dangerous for more money.
Yeah, if we got enough money, we did like a GoFundMe thing for Junius. We got that set up. I guarantee you he'd do it. It just needs to be enough money, but we have to figure out the right thing.
Join the official Discord, everyone.